Hey guys, I'm Alan with Xtrusion Overland. Today we're going to show you how to install an XTR3 and an F-250. We're here with Josh, and he's run all of our bed racks, XTR1 and XTR3, so he's the perfect guy for this.
Yeah, so I've run the XTR1. I feel like I was the original creator of the XTR3 on the Tacoma because I wanted 3 uprights. But just because an XTR3 can go on a Tacoma, a Colorado, a Super Duty, Chevy, anything really, they all go together the same way. The only difference is how they physically actually mount to the bed. So today in this video, we're gonna show you guys how the XTR3 extrusion bed rack is actually assembled. Let's get into it. So once you guys get all of your extrusion bars unboxed, you'll notice that they have labels on them. So when you look at these labels, UPR is gonna be your upright. Those are gonna run from the bedside vertically on your rack. You've got MBC, which is your main brace. That's gonna run the length of the truck on the sides and on top of the rack. And then you've got CSB, which is gonna be your crossbar. That's gonna run from the upright across the bed down to the other upright. Once you get this laid out, it should be pretty simple to go together. We're just gonna grab accessories from our accessory box here to get these bars to be one unit. So in your accessory box, you guys are gonna look for these mounting feet. These mounting feet are gonna mount to the bedside and have your upright bar attached to them. The reason we're looking for these is because your corner brackets are in the same packaging, and this is how we're gonna basically join the uprights to the supports.
All right, so this entire install, all we need is a 3/16 Allen wrench and a 1/4 inch Allen wrench. Now, you're going to receive 2 of the bags, of the hardware bags will come labeled as 1530 end joints. So we're gonna use one of those bags to join the MBCs, which is gonna be the top braces in this part, and the 3 CSBs, which are gonna be our crossbars in this section. The end joints are gonna go on the end of your MBCs. You're gonna have the button that are gold. The buttons are gonna go on the inside of the plates, and the socket head cap screws we're gonna go on the ends once we put them on those bars.
Once you have your end joints on all of your MBC bars, you're gonna grab a baggie of drop-in T-nuts because we're gonna use these to attach the MBC bars to these long ones.
Now this would be a good time to measure where you want the top braces from the end of your crossbars.
So if you guys are gonna run a rooftop tent, go ahead and measure the channels of the rooftop tent, the width of it, because you don't want these to get in the way of where your tent's gonna mount to the bed rack.
Correct.
So to put these bars in, Alan has a little trick for you guys. So you're just gonna loosely put these drop-ins onto these black bolts with the Loctite already on them, and then you can actually just slide them into this open channel here like this. And now once you get it set to where you measured for your tent, so for us it's about 6 inches inset from the outside, so right about there. Now he can go and tighten these down and not have to try and get this to line up with a drop-in inside there at a weird angle.
All right, so the next step is we're going to find our XTR3 CBR hardware bag. That's what's gonna help us attach the corner brackets to the end of the crossbars. Now you can, when you have it at the table, you can either assemble them facing upwards or facing down, whatever makes more sense for you. In this case, we're gonna build it up so that way we're working at this level and show you guys better how the process goes. All right, so now that we've finished putting the corner brackets onto the crossbars, we're going to proceed with the uprights. Now these guys have a threaded side, so let's make sure that we grab that side, and we're going to use the same hardware to get this started in here.
So now you guys have your uprights mounted to your corner brackets. You can see this rack is upside down. That's just the way we built this one. Now we're gonna get our mounting feet, and we're gonna use the drop-ins and then the black button head hardware again that has the Vibrotite already on it to secure those feet to those uprights. Just like mounting the end joints to this bar here, we're gonna mount the bed brackets the same way, so you can put the drop-ins loosely on there with their hardware and just slide the drop-ins inside these channels and down into where they're gonna go.
All right guys, so the next step is grabbing the rest of our MBC bars, and we're going to mount them on the sides as a side brace using the other 1530 end joint bag. Now in this case, we're mounting it already here because we've got a very tall setup over here, but you can always wait until you got it on the truck and then mount your side braces at the height that you need them.
Yeah, and this process will be the exact same as when we did the end joints on the top of the rack as well.
So one of the tricky parts about the drop-in T-nuts when the extrusion is in the vertical position is to get them to stay in the position that we want them to. So what we do sometimes is that we'll grab one of our Allen wrenches and we'll use that to keep it at the height that we need so that we can start the bolt.
So now that you guys have your side braces attached to the rack, leave them just a little bit loose because you're going to want to be able to adjust them when the rack is on the truck. But we are ready for that phase, so grab yourself a friend, a neighbor, and have them help you put it on your bed. So once you guys have your bed rack on the truck, you're gonna grab the XTR3 universal bag that says pinch plate for this install. If you have a Tacoma or a Gladiator, it's gonna use the factory bed rails to mount the rack to the truck. But with the Super Duties, F-150s, they use these pinch plates. So you're gonna grab the black hardware with the gold washer, put the gold washer on the black hardware, and then we'll get to throwing this thing in. So now that you guys have your gold washer on the black hardware here, your pinch plate is gonna have teeth. Those are gonna go towards the top. So you're gonna slide it back behind the bed until that notch meets the bottom of the bed, and you're gonna put 2 bolts in for each one of these plates.
For some applications, in the pinch plate, we're gonna use the 2 holes to offset the pinch plate into the bed rail bracket.
There you guys have it. That is the install process for the Xtrusion Overland XTR3 bed rack. Again, this was specifically for the Super Duty, but every single XTR3 is gonna go together the same way and just mount to the bed slightly differently. Now the great thing about this rack is now that this is the base XTR3, I can go ahead and over time add more things to this rack like molly plates, access gates, slide outs. I'm gonna throw a rooftop tent on there. I'll be able to mount all my action tracks, recovery gear, really anything I personally need, so no 2 racks have to be the same.
So there you have it. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, just give us a call or shoot us an email and our guys will get back with you. Thank you.